What's up, guys? I'm Golf Girl 505. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Now, I am not a golf professional. I am just a bartender with a crazy obsession for this game. I love golf, and I'm on a mission to play every golf course in my beautiful home state of New Mexico. And I want to share my journey with you. And look, because I'm a bartender, we're going to be finding a 19th hole on every episode. I want to share with the world why we call it the land of enchantment. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for being here and watching my crazy golf journey. So finally was able to get out and play some golf. This was shot about a month ago, my procrastination. Anyway, I came down here to Tierra del Sol golf course down in Belen, New Mexico, about 30-40 minutes south of Albuquerque. And I met a fan of the channel. His name's Mike Clearwater. And what's up, Mike? Man, it was so fun coming down here and playing golf with you. We had a really awesome time. Unfortunately, my audio equipment is not the best. I'm still working on building up my equipment. And it was a pretty windy day down here. So the wind was it's all over the place, you guys. So I'm so sorry for the audio on this episode. I'm having to do a lot of voiceover work. And, it just is what it is. I can't control Mother Nature, and I just can't afford to buy all the equipment in the world quite yet. So definitely need to invest in some better audio equipment. But needless to say, it was super fun meeting Mike, and he recognized me at another golf course, and we just got to talking. And in good New Mexico fashion, we know a few of the same people, so 3 degrees of separation out here. That's what it is. And it was awesome. So we got to chatting and decided, hey man, well, let's go play some golf together. And so we did. We met up. We played some golf. It's super safe to meet strangers on the internet. Totally fine. Just kidding. Just be careful, guys. But no, Mike was a super friendly fellow, and I really enjoyed his company. I really enjoyed playing golf with him, and it was fun playing golf with him down here at Tierra del Sol because he knows the course. This is a course that he plays pretty often. So it's really nice playing a course that you've never played before with somebody else that knows the course, because they can kind of show you where it dog legs, where you want to aim. And so he was really helpful. We were only able to play 9 holes together because he had to get going, but I was able to play 18 out here. And let me tell you guys, man, like a lot of folks in Burke, like y'all talk trash on this course down here in Belen, but for me, I'll have fun on any course, man. Give me any dusty course. I don't even care. Give me the most beautiful course in the world to the trashiest golf course out there. I'm going to have fun no matter what. I just love this game. So, I really enjoyed myself, and in this video, it is still winter time, and, so we live in a very dry, arid part of the world, and we're at a high elevation, we're in the high desert, so a lot of our courses are definitely going to be a lot more dry. And, because of some of the COVID restrictions, they have taken sand off of the golf courts. So we're not really able to take care of the courses as much as we'd like, because they don't provide sand right now, I guess, because they don't want people touching stuff. So needless to say, this was a super fun course. It's an 18-hole course. They feature a small driving range, a little chipping and putting green. There's some fun little water traps out here. So it's definitely it's definitely has its challenges, just like any course any of us amateurs are going to play on, right? Like we're going to be faced with certain challenges. If you could just get out here and have a good time and enjoy the company of others and have fun and laugh at your mistakes, that's just the fun part of golf. And for me, like, I love this game because I have been able to meet so many different types of people, and playing golf with Mike out here, like, we had such a good time, and he's a pretty darn good player, and so I think when I play with people that are a little bit better than me, it kind of helps me learn the game a little more and just try to elevate my game. What we did, we just played a fun little 3-hole challenge, and if you want to be technical about it, I guess technically I won the 3-hole challenge, but I wasn't really scoring it as far as a score goes, because we weren't really keeping that much of a score on it. It was kind of like a win. He won 1 hole, I won 1 hole, and then we both tied the last hole. So the way I was scoring our 3-hole challenge, we wound up with a tie game. So that just means we're going to be able to come out here and play another match again. That was the fun day of golf down here, and I look forward to coming back to this course, trying it out again, playing another game, playing another round with Mike Clearwater. And Mike, thank you for being a fan of the channel. Thanks for being a golf homie and being on the channel. You know, we're in Burke, man. We're not subscribers. We're golf homies, dude. Like that's how we do it out here, you know. And we just have a good time. So thank you again, and I guess we're gonna head on over to the 19th hole. Right, guys, so as I mentioned before, I love Albuquerque. I'm from Burke. We got a lot of awesome people out here, a lot of local businesses, and I'm all about supporting our local economy out here and our local businesses. So I got a sweet tooth. I love cookies. And so for this 19th hole, we're doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be visiting one of my favorite bakeries out here in the heart of Nob Hill, Rude Boy Cookies. I'm with Mr. Rude Boy himself, Mike Silva. And tell us about your cookie shop. How long have you been operating in Albuquerque?
So yeah, we opened the business in 2014 and we'll be 7 years old this July. It's myself and my business partner, Kristen. And we got together in January of 2014, had some coffee, and I had this idea that I wanted to open up a cookie shop that had a very ska theme to it, because I'm a ska kid that never grew up, and Rude Boy at heart, Rude Boy as a lifestyle. And so I had this vision. I wanted to open up a place called Rude Boy Cookies, and she was down. So she's the baker, she creates all the goodies, and I kind of run all the business parts of the thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now I know if some of you watch Food Network out there, his business partner Kristen,
Yeah.
she's won.
She
She's
was,
won some competitions with Food Network,
Yeah,
right?
she was the 2017 Christmas Cookie Challenge champion. She won one of those, and she won a nice chunk of money for her efforts. And for the business, it actually was a game changer, because it just gave us instant credibility. And that Christmas, we had, I mean, we couldn't even keep up with the orders. It was insane. So it definitely changed our game right away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but pre-COVID times, this was kind of like you were able to just walk in and get a milkshake, get some cookies.
Oh yeah, it was a place to hang out. We're right next to the university, so we'd have a lot of college kids in here studying. We had groups of people coming in after a dinner date or a movie date. You know, we were open late. Before COVID, we were open basically 11 a.m. to midnight. And for a while, we were open till 2 in the morning to get that kind of late night, you know, post bar munchy type, sweet type fix for people.
Yeah.
But COVID came, we closed the interior. But one of the best things we ever did in 2014 was to put a walk-up window in. And our thought then was that it would help to cater to the college kids that walk by. But reality, fast forward to COVID, it's been the game saver, because game changer for us, because we've been able to serve our customers by way of the walk-up window. So we really haven't missed much in terms of that customer service piece. They can't come into the place, but we can still service them. And so it's been good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know so many businesses have suffered through COVID.
Yeah.
You guys have stayed so strong. And you guys do a lot of community outreach.
Yeah.
You're there for community, even though you're struggling yourselves.
Right.
I love that, you know, because that's how we get through any hard times. We come together. You guys donate to so many charities. Is there any charities that you guys are working on right now that maybe my viewers out there might be able to donate to, or anything you got in the works coming up?
Yeah, we just did a campaign actually called Right Mr. Rudy. So we're trying to get the youth in the community engaged and get them to realize that even at a young age, they can be a difference maker, that they can be of service to something greater than themselves. So this past December, we had the biggest order we've ever had in the history of the business. It was such a massive order that it changed our business. And we felt so grateful. We worked hard to get that whale customer, and it happened in the middle of a pandemic, which is kind of crazy, but it happened. And so what we did is we tried to give back a little bit with some of our good fortune. And we had kids writing us letters, and the task was, you know, send us a letter and tell us what not-for-profit matters to you and why you'd want to contribute to them. And we ended up picking 5 winners, and we donated $100 to each of their charities of choice in their names. So kids 7, 8 years old were able to see they could have an impact. And we donated money to the Animal Humane Association of New Mexico, Dara Le Luz, I hope I'm saying that correctly, it's a birthing center. Sunflower Animal Sanctuary, Outpost, which is a music venue, which is near and dear to me, and there was one other one which I'm spacing out right now, but it was a really awesome opportunity for us to engage the younger folks and get them motivated and energized. And hopefully we've created 5 kids that are now going to see, oh shoot, even in tough times, I can find some way to be of service to my neighbor, my community.
Absolutely.
And I mean, like you said at the beginning, we're Burke, man. We love this place. There's something about Albuquerque. We rally for each other. It's what we do. It's all we know. And if you're down, somebody is going to pick you up in this town. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, absolutely. That's such an incredible way of just being able to give back, get the youth involved. A lot of times people think charity, it's so beyond us, but even just the littlest thing can help and make a huge impact.
Sure.
Especially during tough times. And that's why I want to just continue supporting local business as well. And man, we're Burke, dude. We take care of each other, and that's what's up.
Yep, that's what's up.
So music tying into this whole thing, we talked about off camera, just community, music, the vibe. For some of you that don't know what ska is all about and like the roots of ska, from the late 50s, early 60s, from Jamaica, the rude boy, Rudy girl, that whole scene, it was just the youth of the time expressing themselves. And then it got involved, to my knowledge, in the 70s, the punk and ska scene started kind of bringing that in, so.
Yeah, the ska music just spoke to me because, I'm in high school, I'm discovering Bob Marley, and I'm like just falling in love with his messaging, falling in love with the power of his music. And I'm a sax player, and I've been a sax player my whole life by this point. And I was a relatively good player, and I had some energy about me at that age. And the reggae was definitely a foundation for me, but I started drifting more towards the ska because of the high energy. And ska bands always had huge horn sections, and just socially it spoke to me because the bands were always multiracial, the bands were multicultural, oftentimes guys and girls. I just love that about the whole ska scene, and as I dug into it, I started reading and learning more about the Specials and English Beat, Madness, Selector, all these bands that were just, at that time, speaking to the societal ills of the day through their music. And that resonated with me. And they were doing it while blasting like a 4-piece horn section in your face. Everybody's skanking. There's a pit, but nobody's getting hurt. You get knocked down, they pick you up. And I was able to go through college playing my sax, and then I actually started playing in bands around town. And I was in a ska band. I was in a bunch of bands. I was in an English Beat cover band for a while, which was amazing.
You gotta find some old school footage of that, man.
I know every English Beat sax solo like the back of my hand. And then I was in a huge reggae band for a while called Cool Runnings, which was way before the movie.
Okay.
Cool Runnings is like a Jamaican greeting, actually. So big time reggae band. And then I was in the ska band in the 90s called Giant Steps. And we cut some albums and we toured pretty extensively, and we had a pretty good run. We were kind of almost famous, I jokingly say. But that band just like changed my life because there's 7 to 8 guys, totally diverse, just so much love, and we killed it. We went up on stage and we play, and I could be having the worst day ever, but if I knew I had a gig that night and I was going to be on stage and there was going to be 500 people in the crowd singing our songs, skanking, it just changed my life. So the music just so powerful, and I'm like a ska kid that just never grew up. I listen to it every day. It's a lifestyle for me. I'm a rude boy to my core. I'm two-tone to the day I die, and I decided I wanted to try to start a business that reflected that love, and so that's how Rude Boy Cookies was born. And we before COVID, you walked into our shop, the only thing you're going to hear on the music on the speakers is reggae and ska, because we want to set that tone. And my crew, we're like a 10-piece ska band in here. It's totally diverse, men, women, straight, homosexuals, black, white, like we got it covered. It's like a popping off ska band up in here, and we love that about our shop. And we're all welcoming, all inclusive, just good time.
Yeah, And that's one thing I love about our music scene and just Albuquerque in general is just such a diverse city.
Yep.
We have such a diverse culture here that it all melts together. And one of my favorite things about punk rock, about the ska scene, is that diversity, that welcoming of cultures, that welcoming of challenging the norm and stepping aside, and just that inclusive energy. I think that's what I miss the most about going to shows. I never thought I would miss stinky punk rockers, sweaty punk rockers, but I do. I miss it. I miss being around a bunch of people and just feeling that energy and that love. To a lot of people, we look kind of crazy. We got pink hair and piercings and tattoos, but it's all about just that love and that unity, man. I love it.
Look, I grew up in, pretty much I grew up in the hood, in and around South Central LA when I was a little guy, and then we moved to Albuquerque, and for what it's worth, I was still in the hood here in Albuquerque, and my experience, my youth was very black. It was very African American. I lived in black neighborhoods where 90% of the people were black. Moved to Albuquerque, black neighborhood, everybody's black, and I started to see the world and its diversity and inclusiveness through music because I was in the band. And as I started playing in the band, then I started meeting other people, right? And then I got to high school and I'm still in the band, and now I'm realizing, you know what? Probably not going to grow. Probably not going to be the guy that's going to be a star on the hoop team, but I might have a chance at this music. So I really just dove into it, and I just became more, into that music, and it opened up my world. It introduced me to people that I wasn't seeing in my neighborhoods, and thoughts and different ways of life, and then I started following all these bands, and one of the bands that really truly changed my life is Fishbone, because they were black guys like me. They looked like me, but they were playing this subculture music that you didn't see a whole lot of, specifically all black type of bands in that day and age especially. So Fishbone was like this oddity, but they absolutely just crushed it. Those guys are from South Central LA, and they played the heaviest, punkiest stuff on one song, and then the rootsiest two-step, double time skanking stuff that you could ever imagine on the next song. Every one of them just killer musician, one right after the next. And to me, like on the Mount Rushmore of my musical Mount Rushmore, those guys are right up there. And they were a big game changer for me. I could look out into that ska kind of punk kind of scene and see somebody that looked like me, that representation, right? And that's why I love the Special so much, because they were multiracial. English Beat, same thing. And I mean, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones for me are like one of the best bands that ever existed in the world. Because not only were they kind of punky and kind of edgy, but every single song, for the most part, spoke to societal ills, and they did it through, meat and skanking. So I love that about ska and that whole kind of subculture scene.
Definitely, the healing power of just music, the unity, and then you bring food into it. Cookies, come on, man.
Cookies make everybody happy.
You can heal the world with cookies.
Exactly. Warm cookies for the soul.
Warm
you eat a
cookies,
cookie, you're happy.
Skanking. Thank you so much for being on the channel, and I'm excited to eat these cookies and listen to the song. One of their cool cookies that they make, it comes with a Spotify link. And so you get a song with your cookie. What other cookie shop has a song with their cookie? None that I know of. Rude Boy Cookies is the only one I know of that you get a song with your cookie. So that's awesome. I probably won't be able to play it because of copyright issues. But so if you're visiting Albuquerque, if you're in the New Mexico area, if you're local, definitely give them a shout and order some cookies from them. Give them a visit. And if you're out here golfing or whatever, you're getting your sweet tooth. This is one of the top bakeries in Albuquerque. It's listed on I think one of the travel places is one of the best places to come travel to. So they know their stuff. They make good cookies. I love their cookies. They got me through the winter time. And when you're just feeling bad, just eat a cookie, man. Cookies can heal. And have you ever golfed? Do you golf at all?
I've golfed a little bit in my lifetime.
Can I get you out on the course one day when it warms up?
Yeah.
Or would you be down to go with me out there sometime and be another guest on the show?
I'm not very good.
I'm terrible at it. I suck at golf. I'm trying to get better.
Okay.
But we could even just hit the driving range or something. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, it's on film. He said he'd come golfing with me. You guys don't know what skanking is? I'm gonna show you. There's a good beat. You gotta get that beat going, and then you just kind of dance around in a circle. Come on. They know what's up. is Kristen.
Channel.
Yeah.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Thank you guys. Good to meet you.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that's about all the time we've got. Thank you again for liking, subscribing, watching. Make sure you check out Tierra del Sol Golf Course if you're down in Belen, New Mexico. Mike Clearwater, thank you again for playing a round of golf with me. I look forward to the rematch. And Mike Silva, I'm going to get you out there, man. Rude boy, I'm going to get you out there. We're going to play some golf, man. Thank you again. Make sure you guys get some Rude Boy cookies. Give them a follow. Check them out. I will leave links below to all the bands mentioned. And I'm going to throw in a few other bands that have influenced my musical tastes as well. So hopefully you guys, maybe if it's something you don't really listen to, maybe you'll like listening to it. To be honest, I love throwing on some like reggae jams or ska jams when I'm out on the golf course, just because the beats are super chill and, you know, it's fun to listen to when you're out there golfing. It kind of helps keep with the same pace and tempo, in my opinion. Anyway, I listen to all sorts of music. So I love punk rock. I love hip hop. I like ska. I like metal. I'll listen to it all, man. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Thank you again, Rude Boy Cookies. Thank you both Mikes for being on the channel. I look forward to playing some golf with all of you. And, you know, as always, guys, happy golfing. And, you know, even though we're not drinking in this episode, make sure you drink responsibly. We'll see you next time. Bye.